Okay. Okay, all the power's off. Just was double checking to make sure. And these little mounting screws came with a little washer goodie, you know, just a little cardboard deal on the back side. I'm thinking I'll just push it back on there. You don't have to do that. But since they're there, I'm going to push them on. Okay, this is facing up. Oh, that's right. I've got to put my electrical tape on there. Usually, whenever I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it, even if I'm not on video at the time. Just so you know, I don't just say stuff and then not do it. Okay. I'm trying to be careful with not banging on the wall too much, but you know, I just painted here, and this is eggshell finish. It's kind of like a knockdown version of a semi-gloss, the next one down, I believe. And so it's okay, but if this was flat paint, I'd have to be more wary, because if this starts sliding around on the wall, you could put a mark on it, and then you might not be able to get it off on paint, on flat paint, especially if your wall's like 5 years old of paint, let's say. Okay, I'm just going to pull this out a little bit and hold this away from the wall as I'm doing it here, if I can. Okay. And should I do the ground wire? I don't know. I'm gonna do it just for kicks. And this is like one of the first times I'm using my electrical tape for a while on wall wire connections, but hey, you can do it, like I said, or not do it. Okay, so now I've got to push that and snake it in as best I can, because this is a little bit deeper than a standard light switch, not by very much. Some used to be way deeper than that, and sometimes you'll get them that are deeper. Okay, so you've got to be careful with that, and make sure you get enough room to where you feel comfortable that this is not putting any pressure on the wires as you try to screw this back in, because you got to remember, these screws are only going into plastic threads in the plastic box. You know what I mean? And that's why I do it by hand and I do it by feel. When I get it fairly snug, and I want to make sure this is going to tweak over straight, and it's going to nice and easy. Okay. I don't like using a power drill for this, because you could get that in there and have a tendency of stripping the thread area in the plastic box. Now see, as I'm going, this thing's kind of coming out, so I'm going to pull this out a little like that. I can take that and kind of twist on it. You know, that way when I screw it back in, it should go in straight. You see what I mean? That's my pet peeve. I like to make sure that this thing goes in straight and the cover plate fits on there nice and clean, with the reveal edges all the way around your light switch being flush with your light switch cover plate. Because if you don't get it in there straight, this side could be flush, this side could be sticking out, or one side could be flush and another side could be pushed in to the cover plate, let's say. Do you see what I mean? And so I'll take note on that before I screw the cover plate on. I'll look at that and see if I need to do anything. This almost looks like I need to push it over a little bit. I like to make sure everything's up nice and straight. And if you had a wall, you could measure off the wall over to an edge or to the center of a fixture or to the edge of it. Now I'm right there where I need to be on that one. And see, I didn't really touch this one other than slide that. So I did touch it. And before I cinch that down, I'll just hold the cover plate on there and see what I have to do. See, this one here has to be slid over quite a ways. You know, like that. And even if that wasn't far enough, what would I then do would be take this one and slide it over. See, so you can adjust these all kinds of different ways. Oh yeah, that's looking nice, right? Like that. And this is the hard plastic vinyl. Well, it's hard plastic. It's not that vinyl one. And so I have to be careful not to cinch these screws in too tight because I could crack this. With the vinyl ones, usually you won't crack anything. You'll dimple, you'll push this in. So you have to be careful not to go in too tight with the vinyl ones because then you'll see that dimple, you know, if you're really looking. So I'll be careful with that when I screw it in, and we'll call it good. Okay? So, and then I'll turn the lights back on and we'll be good to go. The $100,000 question. How much would an electrician charge you to install a dimmer switch? Let's say you had the dimmer switch in the other room, you didn't think you were using it, and he swapped it out just like I did. You know how much he would charge you? I'm going to guess, and this is an educated guess, $95 to $105 he'd charge you. Now, if he had to come out and talk to you the first time and see what you wanted and decide he needed a switch, a dimmer switch, and he had to go to the store and pick up the materials and come back, and he's got 2 trips out here, and he might charge you $125 to install, to take one light switch out and install a dimmer switch. You know, you might want to think twice about it and start figuring out, hey, Joe's making some sense here. Maybe I should try to figure out how to do some of these things on my own. He made it look pretty easy. He's not an electrician, and I didn't mess with any hot wires, did I? Not a one. Okay? Well, that's something you want to learn. Go to my YouTube channel, my main page, scroll or click on playlists, scroll down to everything electrical or electrical know-how or whatever I've got it titled. And all my electrical videos that I've ever posted on this channel, you'll find there. Other than maybe ceiling fan, electrical for wiring up ceiling fans and stuff, you might find that under the ceiling fan playlist, the Ceiling Fans Galore or All About Ceiling Fans, or however I've titled it, okay? And click on some of those, grab yourself a bowl of popcorn, some coffee, get in your favorite armchair, and check out all the different things I teach you on electrical. I don't just slam bam, thank you ma'am. I explained as I go why I do the things that I do and for what reasons and so forth and so on. You're learning from listening for my explanations as well as my doing, okay? And just remember, if I can do it, You can do it.